Let's get to it.
Alright YouTube, what's going on? It's Mesa Sean back at it with some Destiny. Alright, so I finally got my hands on the No Time to Explain. That's the exotic pulse rifle. That's basically a year 2 exotic version of the Stranger's rifle, okay? And do I like it? Do I love it? Do I hate it? I like it a lot. I like it enough. Okay, I did infuse it. I infused it up to about 3 or 4. So that should tell you something right there that I do plan to use this thing in PvE. PvP, probably not so much. It's good, but man, this thing has hella muzzle flesh. Holy dog shit. And I mean, for someone like me with terrible aim, when it comes to the Crucible, I'm probably going to stick with Red Death. The Villainy. Villainy still my favorite. And also Nerwin's Mercy. Because if you notice in a bunch of those clips, me, Bad Name's McGillicuddy, I got a lot of those narrow escape awards, or whatever they call it. Because a lot of times when I get on a one-on-one gunfight, I narrowly escape. Because that muzzle flash just really throws me off. I already have terrible aim as is. You know me, Bad Name's McGillicuddy. But when it comes to like Red Death, or especially the Villainy, man, I just, those are my favorite pulse rifles, period, for PvE and PvP for the most part. Because I infuse my, let's see, my Villainy is up to 309 right now, and my Red Death is 310, so I'm using them for everything. Where it comes in most handy in PvE is the perk Rewind Again, where precision hits are immediately returned to the magazine. So you don't have to get precision kills with it, just got to get precision hits. That's where it comes in really handy with things like Fallen Walkers. I'm imagining when I get this thing up to 310, I am going to take it into King's Fall Hard. I think this thing would be great for Golgoroth's Belly, considering I'm going to use a Raid Sniper Rifle, a Raid HMG, which both have Cocoon on it, and I'll use this thing. So basically, I'll lay into Golgoroth with my HMG, lay into him with my sniper, and then go full on with No Time to Explain and never have to reload. Alright, so here's my Huntress. She's 310, but when I equip this, she's 309 because I infused it up to 304. Now you can see on paper, it's got some pretty good stats. Very, very consistent, even across the board. Kinetic damage, no burns. We know there's no burns in anything. Smooth ballistics. We got accurized ballistics or smart drift control. For people like people with shitty aim like me, I go with smart drift control. Now it is full auto, which I've got mixed thoughts. I wish it had a better perk there. You got speed reload, hand loaded, or fitted stock. I go for everything with stability to help with my aim. Less perk is that Rewind Again that we talked about. Now full auto, I guess it comes in handy. See, full auto I think is great for fast firing pulse rifles like Hawksaw or just anything that's low impact, high rate of fire, but not on slow firing pulse rifles with large impact. So there it is compared to my Villainy. My Villainy has got way less range, but I don't know what it is, guys. I always say this about the Villainy and the Hopscotch, is that even though they have the same rates of fire and impact and everything, it feels like the bullets that are within the actual burst are closer together for some reason. So here it is compared to Red Death. I still prefer Red Death even though the range and stability are less, because Red Death, you know, you got unflinching. I love unflinching. High caliber rounds are great for staggering folks, and then also Red Death, the perk, is going to heal you when you get into a one-on-one gunfight and barely make it out of there. As you know me, I got a lot of those narrow escape awards, or whatever you want to call them. So overall, I say I like it. I don't love it, but I am going to use it in PvE, probably a lot more than PvP. I'm still going to stick to the Villainy and also Red Death. But check out Dada's video on how to do the quest if you haven't done it. It's fairly easy. You got to do this one story mission. I think it's Paradox, where you got to get 3 of Praedyth's ghosts. Then you have to, let's see, I think you got to kill some Minotaur, get his eye or something, shatter it. Then you got to do the Vault of Gloss and beat Atheon, take his eye, shatter it. Then you got to go to Twilight Gap and you do this little mission where you're on Twilight Gap and you got to find a chest. If you do it on your Hunter, it's really easy because you just use Keen Scout to find the chest. Then you got to go to the Black Garden and you got to fight some... You basically have to anger a whole bunch of Minotaurs and Vex to bring out this big, huge old Minotaur. Kill him, and that's it. Then you got it. Simple. So, I'm in Babble mode, so drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, which is sometimes on YouTube, sometimes on Twitch. I don't know. And that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.